Hello, friends, and welcome to WOD right here on the Boom Broadcasting. I am so glad your boy is so glad to be back in the driver's seat for WOD on another exciting, jam-packed Saturday morning episode of WOD. As you know, your boy had to take off last week right here, had to go out of town, handle some work-related business. The job sent me for some seminars, so I had to go handle that. And the area I was in didn't have no Wi-Fi that was reliable for me to be able to do WOD. I said, hey, the first thing I asked the hotel accommodations were, how is the Wi-Fi? And for lack of better words, they told me it was like WWE's Wi-Fi. It was booming, but obviously it was not booming because your boy could not do nothing. Then on Thursday, couldn't drop an instinct. So sorry. So much going on at Big Brother's house. Not going to talk about it because this is a wrestling show, but so much going on with that and all the other great shows that have came out over the past 2 weeks on Netflix and so many other places. Couldn't do it because your boy had to take my son and drop him off to college for his freshman year. He's getting ready to study film production, does not want to be in front of the mic. He said, hey, Dad, that's you, but let me be the guy behind the camera, getting all the other stuff set up to make life easy. Can't wait till he gets done so we and him can partner on some more stuff so that we can continue working on this great brand that we've been working on when it comes to WOD, Instincts, and all the other stuff he's worked behind the scenes on. I cannot wait because if you're a fan of lucha libre wrestling, if you're a fan of high-paced, high-flying wrestling, then boy, we got a great show for you today because your boy is going to be making the quickest prediction show ever in WOD's history right here. Triplemania 33, WOD, let's go. Welcome back to WOD. As we say, this is going to be the fastest prediction show that you will ever see done on WOD on the Boom Broadcasting Network because it's Triplemania 33. It's Lucha Libre Wrestling. It's very fast, very energetic, very, very high-paced wrestling. If you're not a fan of the Lucha Libre style, this is a great show to watch for you to learn more about their style of wrestling and why it has a big craze and fan base following. I myself, like Podcast Smitty say, we come from the WCW Cruiserweight days when you had Psychosis, La Parker, Rey Mysterio Jr., Billy Kidman, and so many more. Dean Malenko even back then, that was wrestling. Ultimo Dragon, couldn't forget about him. That was wrestling that Lucha Libre fast style. Yes, Ultimo Dragon came from New Japan, so he had a mixture of the strong style and that Lucha Libre in there. Malenko came from the American wrestling circuit, but he spent time in AAA studying and learning that Lucha Libre style. So if you're a fan of cruiserweight wrestling, you're a fan of high-flying, fast-paced wrestling, this is the show for you. And a lot of people have gotten very upset because WWE has decided to put this show right back on YouTube, free of charge, on the WWE's channel. Now, if you're like me, it doesn't bother me. But there's a 50-50 side to everything in life. If you're paying for the Peacock subscription, the Netflix subscription for Monday Night Raw, and you're getting ready to start paying for the ESPN subscription in about a year, to be able to watch WWE premium live events as they will phase out of Peacock, you feel like I'm already paying this money. It should be on the Peacock network or Netflix. But if you're WWE and you want to go after a new crowd and you want to target new people and you may have fans of AAA who cannot knew they were getting AAA on their syndicated network on their channels, but did not know or even knew that WWE put on shows on Peacock, put on the Monday Night Raw on Netflix, then this is a win. I think once again, WWE is strategizing, saying if I give it to you on YouTube, a channel that everybody can go to, you don't even have to subscribe to the WWE channel on YouTube to watch this premium live event. I can gather more fans to start watching, learning more about Lucha Libre. So when I'm ready to cross it over to ESPN, cross it over to Netflix, that fan base will follow it. So a lot of people on the fence with it. I'm not upset. I get another great premium live event that I can enjoy in the comfort of my home for the next 3 hours watching some high flying good wrestling action. Let's jump into the predictions right here on WOD. The first one, a three-way match for the AAA Rihanna Day, not Rihanna, Rihanna Day, Rihanna's championship. You have Flamer versus Fabe Apicina versus Natalia. Now, here's a good one right here. And here's where I feel Natalia will walk out with this title. Not only will she bring more lineage to the title as being Natalia Neidhart, who's somebody is feared and known in the women's division, but you got to remember, Natty's been competing in the NWA and everywhere right recently, and it's about time for her to win an outside title and bring it to WWE. Or as I was saying, if she would have won the NWA Women's Heavyweight title, being able to carry that to WWE, NXT, and AAA. This is the same scenario. She can be in AAA with this title. She can be on WWE Network and showing this title. She can be in NXT showing this title. And guess what? She can show up in TNA and NWA with this title. The window is opening, and Natty right now has been the free agent market, able to test all of the waters of other promotions. Now, AAA is a WWE promotion, but with TNA and with the NWA to test both those promotions to say, hey, we can do business. Let me be the liaison between the WWE and your network. Natty wins this title. The next one, El Menace versus El Horio Day, Dr. Wagner Jr. for the AAA Latin American Championship. I'm going to stay with El Menace because it's just easy to say. I can't wait to watch this match. Do I know a lot about both these wrestlers? No, but I'm going to learn a lot. So I'm sticking with El Menace because it's the reason why he's the champ. Now, our next one, Los Garzel, Berto and Angel. We know them from La Familia versus Panago and Psycho Clown. Now, I told you in a AAA World Tag Team title street fight, Los Garza is the champs right now. Angel and Burrito. Psycho Clown is winning. That's my guy. I told you at Worlds Collide, if you had not seen Psycho Clown, you were in for a treat, and he gave everybody a treat. Pagano and Psycho Clown win the AAA World Tag Team Championships in this street fight. Now we got a mixed trios match, and I'm so excited because I get to see my guy. It's one guy in AAA I told you about a few months ago with the Worlds Collide that you had to watch because he just has charisma, he has ring presence, he has a gimmick that gets over. I told everybody if you was a fan of Orange Cassidy, then you would definitely gravitate to this guy because he was a AAA version of Orange Cassidy. It's no other than the hottest wrestler on social media behind, say his name, he will appear, Joe Hendry. It is Mr. Iguana, the second highest guy on social media when it comes to wrestling. Right behind Joe Hendry is Mr. Iguana. Mr. Iguana, Nino Harris, and Lola Vice for NXT versus the Judgment Day. Finn, JD McDonald, JD Mafunko Pop, as we like to call him on the nightcap. Raquel Rodriguez with Roxanne Perez in their corner. Good match right here. And the WWE guys take the fall. JD or Raquel takes the fall. Would not be surprised if JD takes it and Mr. Iguana makes the pin. Mr. Iguana, Nino Harris, and Lola Vice win the mixed trios match. This should open up AAA like Mr. Iguana did at Worlds Collide and get that crowd hot. Now time for the main event. It was two scenarios I had for this match, but I'm going to go with scenario 2 instead of 1. But I'll tell you one after I give you 2. El Horo del Vaquino, he is the champ of AAA in a 4-way title match versus the Intercontinental Champion Dirty Dominant Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and El Grande Americano. Now, Dirty Dom is winning this title. People getting ready to turn the TV off. They're getting ready to turn off their computer, the smart device, their tablet, their iPhone, their Android phone, their Android iPad, whatever you use to watch WOD, you're about to turn off and you're saying, Shawn, you are ludicrous. You are crazy. You're insane in the brain, insane in the membrane, as my man Cartman would say on South Park, if you think Dirty Dom is walking out of his shell. But here's why. Just like I said with Natty, Natty brings lineage and leverage to the AAA women's title. Dirty Dom will do the same. We want Dirty Dom with 2 titles on Monday Night Raw. You want Dirty Dom appearing on Friday Night SmackDown with the AAA title. You want him crossing over to TNA with the AAA title, NXT and everything in between. This is a good chance to open that up. Now, Valkyno's been a great champ. Great champ. Had a great match with Chad Gable to me, which would be rated in my ranking as a top 5 match of the year right here for 2025. But Dirty Dom walks out. Now, here was scenario 1. If Chad would not got hurt, who we all know is the real original version of El Grande Americano, then I would have said El Grande Americano would win this title. But being that it's Louis Kaiser and not Chad, they're not going to do it unless it's Chad Gable. That's why now it just gives Dirty Dom that last check mark to win this title, come back, drop it in maybe a month or two, back to Valkyno with the pretty much booking, knowing that Chad Gable will be back within a few more months to take it off Valkyno and be El Grande Americano, the AAA World Champ. There's also a Triple Cup, Triplemania 33 Battle Royal Cup, it looks like. Berdana Cup. I don't know the participants, so I can't give you a prediction on that. When I see all of them get in the ring, I'll tweet one out. Those are my picks right here. I told you, if you like Lucha Libre, then you're definitely going to like this episode of WOD. It's the quickest prediction show that you will see on WOD because it's high past Lucha Libre. We will see you during Triplemania 33 as your boy will be tweeting out how he feels what went right and what went wrong on Triplemania. This is Shawn. This is WOD. Hey, we'll see you next week.